Hello, Natchez. I'm Dan Gibson. I'm your mayor, and we are here in the historic Woodlawn community of Natchez. And we are here with the alderwoman who represents this ward, Ward 1, Valencia Hall. And Alderwoman Hall, I'm turning it over to you. This is a real exciting day for us.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming out today. This area has just been basically an eyesore, one of the eyesores in our neighborhood, in Natchez. And one day, Bobby Dennis from NAPAC and I were talking. We thought, well, what could we do to this spot? Because Public Works was constantly here, keeping the grass cut. Nothing was here. So we came up with, let's put a marker here designating the Woodlawn Historic District, which this area is. It encompasses many streets in this neighborhood around Natchez. And so today we are here to commemorate those who thought of this district, mainly Mimi Miller, Historic Natchez Foundation, and now today to make this one of the holy spots in Natchez, especially in the Black community. So we're going to have those members of the neighborhood to unveil this. We had invited many members of the Woodlawn District to be here, and I'm sure some at work couldn't get off, but those who are here will now do the unveiling, and we will have Mimi talk about the history of this spot and this neighborhood. Thank you. Reggie?
Are you ready?
Should I go ahead and start talking?
Are we going to unveil first, and then Ms. Miller
I think
will
we should
talk?
unveil.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
unveil. Let's do the unveiling.
We're unveiling. It's wrapped tight.
It is wrapped tight. We have these scissors.
This sign will also be in perpetuity. It is 3 feet deep and in cement. It is in cement.
Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Now we'll turn this over to Mimi Miller,
Okay.
Director Emerita of Historic Natchez Foundation.
This will not be long, but I will give you some of the history that you probably may or may not know. I think all of you know that Natchez is a major destination for Black history, and all of you know most of the major stories: the enslaved African prince, a free barber and diarist, a Black concert singer, and incomparable and remarkable politicians that we sent to Washington. And the civil rights history of Natchez, which has been a major focus for the past decade, is of national significance in our opinion too. As a matter of fact, the Wallace Jackson House on Matthew Street in this district is now individually listed in the National Register of Historic Places. What many of you may not know is the Woodlawn Historic District is one of the most architecturally and historically significant Black neighborhoods in Mississippi. And in my opinion, it is the most architecturally and historically significant Black neighborhood in Mississippi. The importance of the neighborhood architecturally and historically is officially recognized by its inclusion in the National Register of Historic Places. The nomination was prepared by the Historic Natchez Foundation in 1995 and encompassed 520 buildings and sites that were all photographed and described in the nomination, which also includes a history of the neighborhood as well as maps and information on owners. The foundation held neighborhood meetings at King Solomon Baptist Church to explain what we were doing and to ask for help. Some people were a little skeptical, but everybody got behind it. There was not one objection when the state sent out letters, which they no longer do, but did then. Not one single objection came in on having it listed. I know the neighborhood well because I spent almost a year preparing the nomination. I walked all of its streets, created the maps, took all the photographs, And as the residents became accustomed to seeing me every day, they made sure I was offered cold drinks on a hot day and even let me know that their bathrooms were available as needed. I was then 50 years old walking the streets, and today I'm 80. So the district is 30 years old. It was, the whole Woodlawn neighborhood began right at the end of the Civil War in 1868. Two men who actually came here with the Union Army. One of them was Isaac Lowenborg, who would later become mayor of Natchez in the 1880s. He was Jewish. And Thomas Reber, who was an officer in the Union Army and had a role over in Concordia Parish. But the two of them got together and started buying the property in 1868. Some of you might know Thomas Reber's descendants. Ross McGee, Tom McGee, who was with the police department. They are all descendants of Thomas Reber. The most famous resident of this particular neighborhood is noted author Richard Wright, whose grandparents lived just down the street in the house owned by Valencia's family. Another well-known author was Anne Moody, who wrote Coming of Age in Mississippi, and she spent time in the neighborhood as a student at nearby Natchez College down that way. The house on the hill right here is extremely important to me because of its association with Dr. Samuel Owen, longtime president of Natchez College, and his wife, the former Sarah Mazik, also an educator. Natchez College is now undergoing, as a matter of fact, a major rehabilitation, and I'll try to get the name out of the church organization that's doing it. It's the General Missionary Baptist State Convention of Mississippi. That'll do. But we're excited about that because of the energy and interest it'll bring back to Woodlawn. The Green family and activist Mamie Green Mazik own the White House Cafe and the area right down there on the corner. And that was an important meeting during the Civil Rights Movement. And I'm sticking to things in the general area or else I would keep you here till midnight tonight. And on Garden Street, I learned things every day when I was walking the streets. On Garden Street, I learned from Sidney Gibson's family the story of their ancestors, Aaron and Queen Victoria Jackson, who built the Gibson residence, which is still owned by the Gibson family. And Aaron had served in the U.S. colored troops. These are just a few of the many stories. There's stories on every street that can be told about Woodlawn. And I hope that this marker today will generate some new interest in the history of the neighborhood and contribute to its preservation and revitalization. It hurts me when I come and I see a house that I photographed, I wrote about, and cared about gone or nearly gone. And I keep trying to think. I think that's something we have to look at, the importance of the neighborhood and how we fund some improvements in it. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Mimi, can you tell those who are watching and gathering and reporting today what the streets are that encompass the Woodlawn Historic District?
More or less. We would go down there, go down Union to where it crosses Bishop, and that's the southern boundary. And you would go all the way up here to the dead end of Union,
Steers
and that's the northern
Lane.
boundary. And then it goes also east and west, like East Woodlawn and West Woodlawn. It's a second largest district. We have two large districts in Natchez. The grid plan, the old grid plan of Natchez, and the residential areas right around it, and this one. And getting a district this big, there are not many of them in Mississippi. Ferry Street was one, and it's almost all gone now.
Thank you,
I'm not
Mimi.
sure it even retains its district status.
Okay.
And Mimi, I have a question. And Carter, I know you help a lot of people with tax credit projects, and I would imagine the properties in this area do qualify for tax credit rehabilitation.
They do.
And that is something we need developers to understand, that they can actually have cash in their pocket as rebates for redoing these historic homes, as long as they follow the right historic guidelines.
Does anyone have any questions for Mimi or Carter? Carter is our executive director
Carter
of
was
Historic
probably
Natchez
running the
Foundation.
office while I was walking the streets, by the way. He came to
Carter's
work for us.
been there since he was a child working in high
He was
school.
in there in 95, I would think. Or about to be there. Huh?
Because you bought a house in this neighborhood. You say you earn for tax credit.
Well, what you have to do with the tax credits, and I'm going to let Carter explain that, because that's who you'll meet with when you come in the office.
Well, I got a young man over here just bought a house in this area. That's all.
Okay. Yes. So there is a process to go through for the tax credit application, but we can help you with that. So if you buy a property here and want to rehabilitate it, fix it up, invest some money in it, then it can qualify for the tax credits. And yeah, just set an appointment, come meet with me, and we can go over all the details of that. Yes, I'll give it to you.
And I also want to say we have my community liaison here, Vel Robinson, who can help with questions and connecting people.
Oh, good.
Anytime she can help you, just reach out.
Okay, do you all know where Miss Liddell's store was located? Right here. Miss Liddell, the lady used to own it. Do you know where?
Tommy, come on, get on the mic.
It was a store. Right in here. It was a grocery. It was a store right there.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Come in front of the camera so you.
All right. Do I need to be in front of the camera? I'm not supposed to chin it.
Yes, it's on. This is live.
Miss Miller, let me ask you something
I'm
first of
probably
all,
going to
man.
learn something from you. That's what I'm going
Possibly and possibly not. Okay, Mr. Miller, who was in business with Mr. Harold and Charlie Harold.
Harold, didn't
You related to them?
No,
Oh, I used to caddy for them eons ago.
no,
Oh, you aren't?
no.
Okay.
I'm
All right,
from
this
North
is what I meant.
Carolina originally.
Where you from?
North Carolina.
What part?
Tommy.
Right at Charlotte.
I've been there. Okay, Charlotte, going up the I-90, go to Manhattan,
I-85,
whatever. Yes,
yep.
ma'am. Okay, the store was located. Sidney Gibson's supposed to be here. He know more about it than I do. Okay, what he used to do, ma'am, he used to come from whatever street he lived on, because her
Garden Street.
pops were a nickel. Her pops were a nickel.
Okay.
Everybody else was 6 cents, so he would do what? He would walk up here to save what? A penny. No, and this Mr. Willie Hall had a store. Did you ever heard of Mr. Willie Hall?
No.
Okay, he had a store right there. Okay, you see all of this cement work or whatever?
Uh-huh.
My dad's company did this.
Okay.
And my brother, they did all of this or whatever.
Okay.
What was it, 84? Yeah, I think 84, a little later than 84. Because I was athletic director. I was back out of Michigan. I was down at Angola, athletic director.
So we need to talk to you, get some more
You know what,
history.
you learn a lot, miss. Tell this guy, if you tell him, I write for this guy. Read my columns, I write for that guy. Yeah.
I'm going to get with you.
Ma'am.
I'm going to get with you and fill in
You
some
can,
holes.
look,
Thank you, Tommy.
give her my, will you give her if she wants to contact me?
I
I'd be
will.
glad to
I
talk
will.
to
I'll
her.
give her your number.
Mr. Mayor, let me ask you something.
It's good to meet you.
Yes, sir, Tom Davis, yes, sir. You're immaculate.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I had an important occasion.
I see
today.
you are. You're immaculate. I had a suit like that a long time ago. Yeah. Let me ask you something. Okay, the Kennedy is in Norfolk, decommissioned. Why don't you bring it down here and bank it and park it down here on the road?
Well, wouldn't that be great?
It would be great, you know. But if you could get the funds to do it with, yeah.
Yes. And I see your hat, and I want to thank you for your service, Mr. Davis.
But I wasn't an airborne. I was in Europe. I was with the 24th Infantry Division. Best decision I made. I finished college when I went in there, but that's the best decision I ever made in my life when I went to work. The military. I was exposed. I wouldn't have the money to do it. No, you laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing.
Tommy, you have any more questions about the historic site today that we are honoring, the historic district? That's what we're doing
Well,
today.
I know that.
I mean, do you have no questions for Mimi or Carter?
She
No,
said
I
she's
have,
gonna
I
contact
have
me.
questions for him.
I know you have questions for
She
him,
said
but
she's gonna
but
contact me. Yeah.
okay.
Look, sorry to hold you all up.
Thank you.
Thank you,
I almost
Tommy.
forgot about it.
I'm glad to meet you.
We're glad.
Good, ma'am. Good to meet you too.
Okay.
All distinguished people. It may rub off on me, okay? All right.
Thank you.
We are about to finish. the
Yes, we are.
project, I think.
But we want to thank you all for coming today, especially Mimi and Carter from Historic Natchez Foundation. And let's remember that it was Mimi's efforts that placed the Woodlawn Historic District on the National Register in 1995.
I want
So
to
we're
say,
very
too,
grateful to
City of
you,
Natchez helped pay
Mimi.
for it. They did.
That's good.
Look, let me say this. This is the good Alder lady here, okay? That's a good Alder lady.
Thank you, Tommy.
Good to meet you, Miss Mimi.
Good to meet you,
And
too.
this wouldn't
You
have
need to call
happened.
on
I will.
What'd you say now?
What's your,
This beautification would not have happened had it not been for Alderwoman.
I know.
what's your telephone number?
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
601.
Thank you all very much again for coming today, and we appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you all.
I got